I go by the name of Akona Akia Ndo. But you should know by now. If I does, well, that means that you haven't subscribed to my channel, so you better click on that subscription button. Don't forget to click the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever Akona uploads her video. And for those who have subscribed to my channel, I just want to say thank you so much. And to everyone, keep supporting by sharing the video to their friends and their friends. Share international, very international. So thank you so much, guys. It means the world. If you haven't subscribed, you better subscribe because this is home. Well, in today's show, I'm speaking it into existence that I will definitely have a show. So it feels like I'm in my show. So whenever the Buddha city and today please understand that in the Money Show and Money Channel. So in today's show I'll be basically speaking about how I actually lost my mother, how it happened, and the pingo at a specific moment, because on my previous video I spoke that I've lost my mother. My mother is no longer with us. She's an angel. Yes, she's an angel. So now I don't want people to assume what happened to my mother. Oh shame, oh yeah. So I will tell you guys the whole story. I felt the need to actually share this, and I decided what, let me make a video about it. Like I said, by four. If you guys know about then there's Akona. The Beyonce of the family, that is me, myself and I was the last born. In fact, I'm the last born. And Umama Wetu was a lover. She was the most sweet, beautiful person you'll actually come across. Where do you oh my, she loved this video. Look, Mama Wetu so we can't make it, you understand? And I think Akia got a from Mom, you understand? Yes, Mama went home, I loved this nice thing. And she was actually, you're the sweetest person you can actually get across. And she was obviously a domestic worker. She worked for this family, Upopi, and Upopi had twins. So now whenever my mother brought things at home, she would bring them into a set of twos. So I was fortunate enough to actually, if my mom brings me this polo neck, this is about two. Yeah, I understand it because Upopi, the person that she worked for, had twins. I was my mother's baby. I went wherever my mother went. If my mom said, okay, I'm there. If she's in Delcom, I'm there. If she's in Gauteng, I'm there. So I was obviously, her precious gift, her flower, because she took me wherever she went, Mama Wam. And I always called her Mama Wam. That's fair enough. That didn't claim. I was no one no more than I would, if a sister Bama can I would say, Mama. Also, my mom was a very strict lady. When I say that, but she was very strict at the same time, because I remember this other time when two of my elder sisters went to town. So we go buy a down and so when my mother came back from work, I went to my mother and said, Tati, Lika, I call them Lika because Lika comes from so Lika don't know where I knew that word from, but that last for some reason. And Mama, I was scared. Daniel used to hold the band detain. She got who said so yeah, in charge. So and I remember this other time she came from work and Pokemons. These I still remember Pokemons were the small metal or plastic circular toys that you get from your Lay's or Simba chips inside. So my mom went party like this other time and I've always loved money, guys. Dadala ngayithanda imali. So mama njengoba ngiphatheleke ngokufama emsebenzini mina ndayothengisa. And I made money because Pokemons at that time were in demand. So I was in demand. So I sold Pokemons down. Oh, my mother came back from work. How can I do Pokemons down? How can I do Pokemons down? This thing is feeling. I'm tired. Imali sendiyifile fast. Sizawuthini abantu bemali. I had to go back and collect those Pokemons from everyone that I've sold them to. Obviously, I was crying and I told them that no, mama, guys, so they gave them back. So those are the memories that I still have of my mother. She was a single parent, by the way. So if I if you think I'm loud, she was loud and she could speak all the languages. She spoke Afrikaans, English, Setswana, Sesotho. So she was the most beautiful thing you'd actually come across. So yeah, so this other time apparently I went out with my sister. So so I think I'll because ngokuphekwayo ndabuza uba akhona ndiphakwe plate then ndiphathele ndithi hayi wethu ndingabotyi emzini. So bathe bamcacile bandandihlala ngamini because I would say into yobana no enkosi. So ngamini ndayendathi wathi ulikhani ndingabotyi emzini xa bandandihlalela laa plate yayiphekwe phambi lam ndithi no yayinenyama kaloku cacile yayinenyama. That's why ndandiyifunile. I had afro, and my mother had this metal comb, afro comb that she would use for my head. Oh, I but results zayo ndandiye ndivuye because ndandiye ndibamhle athi uyabona uba ukulezi liyasetyenzeka. It was that, and she was respected in my area as much as we didn't have the father figure at home, but people respected my mother, they respected my home. Long story short, my mom, she apparently had womb cancer, and Eastern Cape. So she obviously took me with her. We went to the Eastern Cape, to her home when she was born in Nobo. And so but she didn't make it. I still remember the day vividly because apparently when she got sicker, my aunt came to fetch me so I can go and stay with her because I was in a fully regular environment. So she took me to a place. I went to my aunt's place and somewhere in. And when I got home, the house was full of women. And I'm not going to go and analyze. I'm not going to my mother is no more. And she was obviously sitting on, laying on the bed. She couldn't do anything for herself. And my mom really home, like I said. So you can just imagine how painful it was. We are born. Everything was in our living for the things and the living. But Mama was very weird on that. I tell you, this team. And she had the most beautiful place, the most beautiful house. So I began Mama would, and at that time I couldn't understand what death is. you know, yintoni ukufa, kwenziwa yintoni, and I kept on asking, Mama, kuthiwe usetown. I remember they told me that she was in town or she was at work or something like that, but I would always ask, Mama. So my sisters came, then I still remember the day like very vividly. As young as I was, but I still have the picture. So my oldest sister was 22 at the time. She was 22 at the time. Obviously, was a student. And they had to leave me back home, but they won't, because they had to figure everything out. Where to from here? What do we do? Our mother is gone. Our mother is no more. Where do we then go? How do we go? How do we get there? You know? And because I would sit at home like Kalipande outside the house and look at the mountains. I never think Kapa as Kungapakindab. And Icon Jan. So apparently when they got back in Cape Town, but you know what, whatever that they would eat in camp for the night. But you know, remember, the eldest one is 22 years old. So she needs to come here with us and we'll figure everything out when she gets here. So because so we came and we survived. Guys. Utiko was just, God has always been an amazing God. You know, He has never forsaken us. He has always been with us. Then Ustawam, the eldest one, performing students at the coffee shop in Waterfront. If food is hanging at the same time, so all we can have something to eat on the table. Also, she can put something to eat on the table. She was basically providing for us. She was selling in Mlekwa, side C. I remember. She was selling Mlekwa side C on weekends and at taxi rank. And Hakuna, only for I get to Mama Keputati. And she did IT, EWR. But guys, yes, he has his ways of doing things, and sometimes those things do not make sense to us at that moment. So when my sister moved to EWR, she then took me with her. Don't have any two. But at least I believe that I'm the oldest one, so I think I need to take Akona to come and stay with me. Wow! She took me to live with her, because they city Akona you know. Also got accepted CPUT. That's where she studied accounting. So I was obviously her baby. Even from today, and my sister, I'm still seeing that 6-year-old. Now what I can please Bandan. I really did not want to cry. I did not want to cry. Thing is, I've never told the story to anyone. But Bayan Bonanze, and people don't really need to know where you come from. We need to arise from our situations. I think that was the main purpose of making this video. so ndahlala nosama i-WR. So usisi wachola ifone. She apparently, you know, applied for lo msebenzi ke lwasasebenza kuye nangoku. Wa-applya, so akanafone, but wafaka this number when I think she apparently had a SIM card. And then on that day wachola ifone. Look at God. On that day wachola ifone. Xa ifike erumini wafaka i-SIM card. Xa ifaka i-SIM card, she got a call from umsebenzi wakhe lo afangela ngoku, obviously andizokwazi ube ndimbiza. Kuthiwe siyacela for an interview on Monday. Come for an interview on Monday. Are you available? And she gladly said yes, I'll be available. My sister went to the interview, and umyeni wakhe lo athethe naye ngoku was one of the people who were on the panel, interview panel, and God had favor on her. So kwaba kuqala ngoba ubomi bethu butshintshe, akushintsha ubomi bethu eyona ndlela emangalisayo. Fumana umsebenzi sawethu waphangela, you know, walungisa indlu yasekhaya, you know. The second one was accounting, the second born also got umsebenzi, and the things were, you know, were just getting better, you know. Izinto, we were finally seeing the light. I then moved back home because I mean we were sorted now. No, so no izinto bezidibana. And then I moved back home. Nolo isithabulizo ngakwakhe, wafumana isikolo we-psychology yakhe, wagraduata, and all of my sisters graduated. The first one did IT, she graduated. Second one did accounting, graduated. The third one did psychology, and she graduated. And bayaphangela, batshatile boyi-3 anabantwana. The reason why I'm actually pointing out those specific things that batshatile about graduate abathini, I want to say that things will change. You know, I don't know what you might be going through namhlanje, but God is an amazing God. You know, we have changed. If He did with me, if He did with my sisters, He will surely do the same thing with you. And I'm a 24-year-old ngoku. All these years I'm in a mama, from the age of 6, together with abayeni up. You know, she's always been my mother, and we've always been so tight. I am so close to my sisters, such that I'll kill a rat for them. I will do anything for them, and when I say anything, I mean anything, guys. I will do anything for them because I know what I've been through with them. So, bafumana imisebenzi kwathileka mntase kwabamnandi, and ndafunda bandibhatalela izikolo abacinga uba zibhetele, basekho izikolo abacinga uba zibhetele. Also, I can have a bright future, a better future, and I am so thankful for that. I am so thankful for them. I don't often say that to them, but I am so grateful that even after mommy wethu wasweleka, zange sishiyane, athi omnye no, ana-responsibility mna, no andizothi mna, but sahlala sonke sabarayight. Abantu abaninzi, I'm sure they don't even know that andinamama, because it's not something that I speak about. Akho need, you understand? Andifuni belifilelwa story ukuthi oh shem wenze njani. You know, I've said to people, I've checked with people, and bathi yo mna I'll die if my mother would die. Mna guys, I don't think I'll ever make it if my mom angasweleka. That's okay. Life goes on. The life goes on. Life goes on, son. Life goes on, and uThixo avela abe ngumzali kum. And that is where ndayifumanela uThixo wam, ndaqonda uba Thixo indeed akekho umzali onjengawe. Akekho umzali onjengawe, because sithe sibancinci sinjalo singenamama. and ngoku we are able to reflect back and say, but John, uThixo sisisethu wasibeka phi siphi ngoku into siyaphi, because asiphelelanga apha. So ndifuna uyazi noba ulapho ekhaya unamama that ubomi abumanga, and it is definitely not the end of the day, that uThixo will have favor on you ngenye imini now. You just need to have faith and trust in your God with all your heart. Uyazi into yobana he has good plans and great plans for you. uThixo, ndiye nditsho mna, guys, I always look at the positive side of whatever situation that I'm facing at that specific time. I always say that, you know, if mhlawumbi umamam ngeyiphilile, maybe I would have been at home doing nothing, akho nto ndiyenzayo, because ndinalani uba anyway wathi umamam ukhona, so izandenzeka yonke A, B, C and D. But now I know that akekho umama wam, and I need to make something out of myself. I need to push myself, you know. And when I made the valedictory speech back in high school, grade 12, that was actually the first time that I became emotional with my mom, because ndaye ndathi ngondithethayo, you know, usisi was there with ubhuti. Ndane picture kamamam ehleli phaa, you know, ebukela umntanakhe, her 6-year-old, who's now a woman, who's now becoming a great woman, I want to believe, you know, who's now blossoming into this flower, you know, but she wasn't there. But I believe that the spirit still lives within us. All four of us have, you know, something from umama wethu. Only it's either, for instance, londisemba kwakhe uspirit lo umdala ubunice bukamamam, yena, she took that from her. And then lo uzemba kabumdala kuba reserved, you know, kuba, I don't know how to explain it or put this in words, but kuba kwakheka, you know, being humble. And me, I think kukundweba kukamama, because mama wayendwebile, so I took that from her. So her spirit lives within us, yabo mama wethu. Ayikho imini esingamcingiyo ngayo, but funeka ngosithini sihlale phansi sithi mama wethu samkhumbula silile. It is okay to cry. There's nothing wrong with crying. Cry all you want, because losing a mother, or rather someone who's close to you, is like, you know, there's a saying that says, "Bana, some wounds will never heal; they just stop bleeding." So that is exactly how it feels to actually lose umama. It is a wound that never stops, that does not heal, but it stops until bleed. So that is how it feels to actually ungabinayo umama ebomini bakho. But life goes on, and your mother would want you to make something out of yourself. Your mother would want you to make a name out of yourself. You know, ungaphili in regrets. No, we should not live in regrets, guys. You know. And I have my Bible with me. You know, I just want to leave you guys with the Word of God before the video. I just saw the need to actually share this verse. I just saw the need to actually, you know, share the message. Nani. It's in the book of Joshua 1, verse 9. And it reads as follows. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. I love this verse. This is one of my favorite verses. We should be strong and we should not be discouraged. As if God knew that at times we will feel discouraged. We will feel weak. We will feel, you know, like that we are losers. That we will feel fear, understand. And He has an answer to that. That we should be strong. We should not be discouraged. Because He being as God, He will always be with us wherever we go. And rightfully so, our God has always been with me and my sisters wherever we went. Yeah, I understand. banabantwana babo ngoku bayabafundisa kwizikolo ezitshoyo umntaka umntwana zabawew ukubone, because our God has always been with us. uThixo wethu khange asishiye. We understand, uye wahamba nathi till this day, and he's not a man that should lie, not turn against his word. Akuthethileyo ezwini lakhe surely uyakwenza. And I'm a testimony. I'm a living testimony. Yeah, so be strong. Do not be discouraged in that. Vuka, uhlambe imbala zakho ubele. Ungakhonjwa ngabantu bayokuthi lo kuthiwe ingxaki yakho because kaloku ibhaliwe ebusweni bakho. We should refuse. I refuse ngeyam ingxaki ibhaliwe ebusweni bakho. If andiyanga izolo, you should not know ubana khandithe. It should not be written on my face that akhona 8 isonga esinamanzi izolo. No, there is no need for people to know that. No, ndiyayazi, and that is enough. My God knows, and he has a reason for into bakwenzeke lonke. So ndifuna niyazi into yobana uThixo wethu uyaphila ukhona, and that whatever situation that you're facing ngoku, that you are going to arise from it. You just need to be strong and know that your God will always be with you. Thank you. I hope that I've touched, I've spoken to your soul, I've spoken to your heart, because that is the main purpose now of this channel, is to touch about, and speak about things that people don't speak about. Because we're feeling to some channels that you don't relate, but mama is able to relate to this channel. Mama is able to relate to this channel, you understand? So thank you for the continued support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on the box below, and tell me your thoughts about this video and what it is that you would love to see on my next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.